stormy afternoon. Looking forward to sitting down with Jeff today with a bit of a new series, having a bit of a creative conversation, discussing the topics of maintaining a creative fire, creative flair. It's one of those topics that I think is often touched on, but everyone has a different way of going about it and maintaining their creative flair. Jeff, I know you've got you're always traveling, always getting around, you always seem to have something booked. And I wonder, is that sort of your way to maintain your creative flair, like in between the commercial projects and that sort of thing? Or what do you do?
100%. I definitely make it a priority to have maybe not just as many personal trips as work-related ones, but to have a few planned out throughout the year, especially in these last few years, has been everything to just keep the spark and the excitement and the joy of it all, fresh. It's so easy to lose track of that. And I was in love with traveling before I came into photography, and then I think because I knew the feeling that the traveling alone gave me, I've tried to always hold on to that. So in times when I feel like burnt out or stressed or not inspired, it's not the cheapest way to keep inspired, but man, the
it's
feeling
what it's all about though, just like getting out and seeing places. And would you say it's kind of like, I know for me, like when I started it was that, like it was almost like a childlike joy of just the drive and the push. Would you say it's sort of like trying to hang on to that in a way?
It's hanging on to that. And I feel like you do it really well. I see you buy new bits of gear, new lens, a new film camera, the newest film camera that you got, the what I don't know, Nordatech.
It's kind of funny, like
1000.
My neighbours are suspicious because there's all these like random packages that rock up from like around the world constantly.
Yeah,
it sort of looks a little bit suspicious. Stacking up if I'm away.
I would be sus too. I would be sus too. The latest thing though, I don't know if you want to touch on that, but that underwater film Super 8 camera.
Yeah.
So cool. Surely that keeps you going.
Yeah.
Like,
it's fun. I think it's like, for me, getting the new cameras, it's kind of that, it's almost like you cruise around a city with a 35mm lens one day, and the next day you go back with an 85mm, and you take completely different photos, and you see the city in a completely different way. You're looking for the details, you're looking for different shoot-throughs, and all these, it's just fun seeing the same place in a different way.
Yeah.
And for me, testing these cameras out at home at a place that I've shot so many times before, it's just a way to keep it fresh and keep it exciting. Like being there with a different camera, shooting subjects I've shot so many times before, it's just so refreshing. And I'd say it comes back to that, maintaining that initial joy.
Yeah, and gear does matter in that respect.
In that respect, absolutely.
It so matters. And just whether you've seen something online or from a friend, just take the leap, buy the thing, Absolutely. It hopefully has a return policy if you don't like it. And man, it can change everything. I feel the same. I need to do it more. Yeah, I definitely lean into the traveling thing and feel like it's not a mechanism, but it's an escape, I guess, from it all sometimes. And then you can boil it down to the core ingredients of like why you started. And the camera gear is obviously a part of that too. Those things are super important. Even taking a break, right?
Yeah.
Knowing when, if you're too zoned in on something commercially, or you're scrolling too much on Instagram or whatever, knowing when to step away can honestly be the best thing. Maybe it means you don't post for a week or a month or whatever, but
it's taking the time to get back to your creative roots.
Yeah. And that can be cliche, but you got to do that. Otherwise, it's not sustainable long term. And you'll kind of end up one day wondering, like, why am I even doing this? And you're so far removed from the initial thing that, got you interested and allow you to work in a way that lives out your dreams or whatever. So, got to stay connected to that thing or those things that keep you excited.
Yeah, it's a topic that I think is always relevant through all the different steps of a career in the creative industry.
Yeah.
I think it never really goes away. You know, you have a couple of quiet months and you always, I wish I was working more, I wish I was shooting more, and then you find yourself in a busy period and it's always that opposite feeling of like, I just wish I had time to do this creative project, or, you know, shoot this camera, or go here, or...
Yeah.
So yeah, I think another part of it as well is just understanding that you have to appreciate the moments when you have them.
Yeah.
And understanding as well.
Massively.
Sometimes those moments are making time for that personal project, or taking that trip you want to take, and
you got to invest in yourself with that sort of thing.
It's good.
Yeah.
Should we go get dinner?
Yeah, we should get dinner.
Let's do
Some
it.
Thai food.
Thai food, let's do it.
Before it gets
Beautiful.
dark. It's beautiful out here though.
Yeah.
Nice colour.